Deemed Critical. Tonight, we will be doing a one-shot with Slyrak's character in order to properly kind of wrap up some questions that have been asked in the Elsyr Vale. So, Slyrak, Johanna and Merhoy approached you and asked if you would like to join them in order to investigate this lead that they have found involving the quote-unquote Warforged core that you found at Vrath Keep. And essentially have taken you along into the city of Brindle. Merhoy, oh goodness, not read it, not read it. Merhoy will kind of speak up first. So, Slyrak, how have your adventures in the Elsyr Vale been? Sounds like there was some trouble down in the cellar for you.
Stellar wasn't too bad. It was more of our time up in the. Oh, shoot, I'm
Oh,
trying to
here, I'll move
look
us
the
to the
map.
Elsyr Vale so you can look at the map.
Yeah. Thank you.
The black
Um,
fence.
it was less the. This doesn't. Okay, active click. It was less the seller, more of our time at rest that really put some nicks in our armor.
I see. If you want to like drag the map around or zoom in, use your middle mouse button.
I'm
Um,
on my MacBook, so I will two finger
oh,
click.
well, okay. um, at this point, Johanna will speak up. Well, you seem to have come out stronger for it, Slyrak. Um, so I just wanted to let you know we are currently on our way to a House Tharshk outpost here in Brindle. House Tharashisk is the mark of finding, in case you weren't familiar with your Dragonborn houses. About a month-ish ago, so a little while after we all entered the Vale, we set out a finder's bounty to see if they could find any kind of, like, the forge that Fulgrim was telling you about. So that's where we're heading right now.
And this is, I pull out the broken special sword and Cyberus crystal, and they're like, and this is the forge that's supposed to, kind of restore this and the core you're carrying, correct?
Indeed. We're not sure about the core, but if we can get the forge going, it could forge that crystal into almost anything. And Merhoy will then kind of pipe up, "Aye, it it doesn't have to be another. It does not have to be another sword. It could be an axe. It could be a hammer. Could be anything. That's the flexibility of these Sibirus crystals."
Uh, well, it's rather generous of Fulgrim to give it to me.
He saw something in you, and we can't disagree. So you'll make your
Rather good.
way through Brindle and essentially come across House Tharashisk. And House Tharashisk has what is a, what does that look like? Um, it's a wyvern? No, it's a fucking manticore. Manticore. We're going with manticore. You see the insignia of a manticore kind of across this. It's nothing too fancy, but it is a well-kept, professional-looking building. And Merhoy will speak up. I'll stay out here and keep an eye out. You and Johanna do the talking. And with that, Johanna will kind of give a nod and usher you inside. And inside, you'll see it's a very pristine, almost Spartan interior. There's essentially a counter and then a notice board on the left. And this notice board is actually very sparse. There's only like two parchments up there that are, you'd imagine are the continued bounties. And otherwise, though, either everything else has been taken or solved. And upon just a quick glance, though, you would notice that one of them is essentially, looking for this forge. Um, and there's no one at the counter. At this point,
I
Johanna will kind of look around. Um, where is he? And at this point, Slyrak, you will see off to the right in a corner is this gruff looking half orc smoking on a cigar.
cool. I point towards the uh, you know, poster and ask him why hasn't anyone uh, completed this yet.
You're asking the half orc.
Oh yes, sorry.
Okay. The half orc will kind of look up at you, and you'll see he's got a puff of a cloud of smoke around him, and he'll hit out another. Well, that's the thing. No one's found it yet. Are you with the Silver Flame? And at that point, Johanna will then turn around and be like, "Ah, yes, that's us." Very well.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, you got it.
You've been
Yeah,
looking.
so
You've been looking for this forge.
just started our journey for it. Yes.
I see. I'll take another puff. Nope. Can't say we found anything, despite the mark's abilities. Until recently, however, and he'll kind of look at you, Slyrak. You're Tiri Couture friends. I had a drink with one of them last night, or was it 2 nights ago? Recently, and I asked him. I was just like, "Hey, how I'd never heard of the Tiri Couture in the parts of the Vale. How far spread out are y'all?" And he went on about how they had a main city somewhere in the Blackfins, a Starsong Hill, but also that they had various other smaller settlements that they were essentially using to expand their peoples. And it was funny. This guy was a shaper, and Shapers and the Silver Flame don't have the best of history, as you'll see Johanna kind of purse her lips in a kind of like regretful manner. It's definitely something that leaves a bad taste in her mouth almost as he continues on. And it turns out that one of their settlements came across a Warforged settlement somewhere in the Marth Forest. And at this, Johanna will kind of look at you with an eyebrow raised, and he'll continue on the half orc. But this Warforged settlement was found about 12, 13 years ago, and at that point, Johanna's goes from like one eyebrow arch to both eyebrows, as you would now realize from this Slyrak that Warforged didn't settle until after the last war, and were mainly only found in the nation of Sire, which is now the Mournlands. Um, and essentially, like the Warforged had just been created about 13 years ago. There's no way they could have made an establishment.
Hmm.
Johanna
What?
will speak up. What's your name, my House Thrashisk bounty finder? The name's Doder, and you won't find a better in the Elsir Vale. So stick with Doder.
Well, well, Doder, would you happen to know the location of this settlement in the forest?
He was able to give me a general idea. To be clear, he wasn't actually a part of this Tiri Couture settlement. He had, heard of it through their communications grapevine. So
Ah,
he'll kind of get up at
so
that point and walk
with
over.
some loose details.
Exactly. He'll walk over and kind of grab the finding poster and be like, "So with that, I think I've found your mark. And if you're willing, I say we head out now. We'll head north to the Marth Forest. We'll stay on the Dawn Way and then head north to the Elsir Cross, and then from there make our way into the Marth Forest. And I think with my mark, we should be able to find it fairly quickly."
Yeah. Any other cigars left before we go?
I don't smoke on the job. As you see him just kind of like chew on the last stub, just spit it out on the ground. And you hear someone shout in the back,
Gross.
"Don't spit on my floor!" Let's go.
I look. I look around like, where the hell did that come from? But yeah, you're probably right. Let's go.
um. Yep. Okay, that went over pretty much everything. So with that, Johanna and Merhoy will, kind of group up and write some notes down. And Merhoy will be like, "So, Slyrak, you feel good? You're not too worried? Nothing happened, and you did just get the effects of a long rest, by the way, in case you weren't ready for that.
Yes,
So
I did that when we started. I figured.
very well. Let us head out then. And Dodir will kind of speak up. Uh, I don't know about y'all, but I have a horse, and I'm going to be riding that horse. But if y'all have to hoof it, I'll be sure to not go too far ahead.
Yeah, I have a complicated history with mounts, so I'll just hoof it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I actually found this horse from a ranger. His name's Gambwich. Really, really reliable horse.
You, th- this is Gamwich.
As he kind of mounts it, and
He,
you see the same old chestnut horse. She's like, "Yeah, he made his way into Brindle about a day and a half ago, and
I
the his owner was just like, let me rent it." So she seemed like a nice lady before she got out of here to evacuate.
um I am familiar with this horse and the owner, and I will say it's damn fine horse that's been through a hell of a lot. But I'd say make sure to get the horse back in one piece because the owner is pretty serious about keeping their horses in good shape.
He'll kind of like pat Gamwich on the side and be like, "Well, Gamwich seems like the kind who can take care of himself." And then at this point, Gamwich will kind of like approach you and like nuzzle your hand a little bit, saying hello.
Uh, I'm like, can horses eat? I mean, they should be able to eat rations, right? Like, I'm sure there's something in there they can eat.
Specifically, the dried fruits. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I have a few rations. I take out some of the dried fruit and give it to Gamwich.
yeah. And Gamwich will just kind of like gently nibble it out of your hands, and then just like give a little huff. And so
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. With that, you'll start heading east along the Don Way. Um, and so, y'all make small talk as you go. And while you're going, it's about, it was kind of early morning whenever you left, about a solid 8, 9 o'clock. You'll kind of camp for lunch and then break and keep going. And eventually, you kind of reach the section between Elsier Cross and Prosser. Uh, and as you start kind of making your way north, uh, Dodir will kind of perk up a little bit and kind of bring Gamwich back to the three of you. I think we're about to come across a hobgoblin marauder party. Let me see if I can talk to them. And you see
Wait,
Merhoy. Go ahead.
oh, you're gonna try to reason with them?
I can speak Goblin. I just let them see if they'll let us pass. Nothing, like, nothing outrageous.
All
So
right,
he'll
well,
he'll
yeah.
kind of he'll trot forward about 100 yards, and then come to a stop. And as you and Johanna and Merhoy are kind of like jogging up to catch up to him, you'll hear him speaking in Goblinoid, and see what it looks to be like a small band of a few goblins, about four of them, about two hobgoblins, an ogre, and what you would notice from your time in rest is one of the. Hold on, give me a second.
And
A war adept, one of the magic users.
does Sarah pick up any hmm, like feelings of betrayal that this guy brings people down this road often and ambushes them with this group?
I mean, make an insight check.
All right.
Yeah, so you should just click on it. Should if you click on insight, it should bring up that little red icon, and you can just click it. Okay.
Oh, that's not great.
Um, I mean, with an 8, you would get the feeling that this is definitely the first time he's ever come across this group of marauders, but that he's come across the Red Hand Marauder groups and avoided them. So he's definitely not
Okay,
a fighter. And as you see
gotcha.
him kind of, it's kind of this guttural musical sound as the war adept and him are kind of talking to each other. Um, you'll see him kind of like nod and then turn back to the group of you and be like, "Yeah, they have to kill anybody that comes through here. So I'm not a fighter. I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm gonna step back." And you'll see him just kind of trot
He
off with Gamwich. Go ahead.
Before he runs off, I say, you reckon any gold might swing their way?
Uh, and he'll just kind of, nope, they're fanatics.
Ah,
They're following orders, and
all right,
gold won't save their souls. Let's put it to you that way. And as he
gotcha. All right.
gets about another 50 yards off, go ahead and roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
So you should be able to click on Slyrack, by the way. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Well, too late. You already had initiative, so
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good.
Well,
I will just manually add you to the turn order.
what are when I click on him, there's a green, red, and blue circle above me. Do I need to worry about that?
You don't have to, though. If you click on the cog, you can like add attributes to that, like HP and AC. But really, I was just wanting you to click on
Oh.
your token and then hit initiative because that'll automatically add you to the turn order. But I can just do it.
Oh, I see. I see.
I can just do it manually.
There's the order of operations matters.
Yeah, it's your first time using Roll20. No big deal.
Uh, I have initiative and rolled a 21,
Wait,
actually.
a 21 or a 12?
If you look at the thing, I have advantage for initiative checks with one of my perks, and
Huh.
so I rolled a 12 and a 21.
Well, there you go. All right, 21 it is. All right, so
Wow.
initiative. A. Okay. Um, so then, goblins. Let's see if this works. Yes. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together, Jack.
Dude, yeah, this is a pretty good system.
Yeah, it is. Okay, and then hobgoblins and ogre. Okay.
You can draw and measure. Nice.
Oh, and Johanna and Merhoy. Gotta get them
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
Yeah. A little help's always nice.
Well, I mean, you know. Okay, so Johanna and Merhoy. And oh yeah, I guess you don't have that, so don't worry about it. Okay. So let's sort it, make sure everybody's on there. Okay. Yep, that went exactly how I hoped it would. Slyrack, you are up first as you see the kind of marauders starting to charge at you. Johanna and Merhoy will kind of speak up and be like, let them come to us, Slyrack. You prepare yourself. If you have any range, now's the time to use it."
Oh, well. If you know anything about me, range isn't my strong suit. So I'm going to go ahead and get behind this tree until they get a little closer.
Okay. So just some things about Roll20. If you look at the toolbar on the left, select lets you, select your token and you can move him around. The hand, which is pan, lets you move around, pan around the maps. Yeah, exactly. So you have measure, which lets you measure out, ranged attacks and and like movement. I wouldn't worry about text. Oh wait, do you get text? And please don't draw anything because that can get confusing.
I
Um,
will.
D&D Beyond should have all your dice taken care of, but if you did want to roll like, a superfluous die, you can, go into the dice roller.
Just like a flat check kind of thing.
Yeah, or, anything that you wanted. Okay. So you move behind that tree and basically get half cover, which is plus 2 AC. Anything else you wanted to do?
Does Sorry, I've been a little bit. Preparing an attack. Does that do anything for me? Let's
It just
see.
spins your action and basically lets you attack when a condition is met.
Mm, And do I get to set the condition, or is there preset conditions?
I mean, just so long as it makes sense, it's usually fine. But basically,
Right.
if
Okay.
an enemy comes in range, I attack kind of thing. So,
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Then yeah, I'll just prepare a um good old normal attack.
okay. All right. So then the Zulkur, Kulkor Zul War Adept is going to how much movement speed does he have? 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move up and he's going to do a chromatic orb at first level. And he's just going to, I think that's 90 feet. So,
Yep.
shoop.
Yeah.
He's actually going to throw it at you, which is 3d8, and he's going to make it fire damage. So we'll do 3d8 fire damage. Oh, right, I gotta make an attack roll first.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tree doesn't give me any cover.
it gives you +2 AC. Oh, dang it,
Gotcha.
I didn't put. Is it here? We're just gonna do this. Boop. Oh, he critted.
That 25 hit. Yes.
Okay. Hate to do it. So you take 35 points. No, 45? No, yeah, 35. You take 35 points of fire damage as he yeets this fireball and just pegs you right in the noggin.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay. And then Hobgoblin numero uno. He's actually going to take the dash action and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then the ogre take his turn. And I believe that, how much movement do they have? 40 feet of movement. So he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. But he is actually going to javelin Merhoy, and a 21 will hit Merhoy. So he'll take 12 points of piercing damage. Okay. And that'll end their turn. And then this goblin will move. Goblin 5. And they have 30 feet of movement. 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, wait. So there we go. 30. And he is actually going to short bow Johanna. These guys are rolling weirdly well, and I'm not okay with it. That's going to be a
Yeah. That's
44. Because you can see as Johanna and Merhoy kind of get ready for battle, they don't actually draw any weapons. They just both pull out their shields and then kind of, make like a shield line. And they've both just been pegged by this like javelin and bow and arrow. And that'll put us at Merhoy. Merhoy is just going to like shake off the javelin hit, and then he's going to. Here, hold on. Let me zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. You'll see him make a. He'll start making the kind of familiar cast you are with Sacred Flame, and he's going to cast it on the hobgoblin out in front there, which is a Dex check. So, bam. And the hobgoblin's gonna fucking dodge it.
Yeah. Oh, so cracked.
But then you'll see him kind of like still behind his shield move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then Johanna's turn now is actually with his bonus action, Merhoy's actually going to cast Shield of Faith, giving him 22 AC. Johanna will then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, wait, so if I did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then, where's Johanna? There she is. 30 feet of you. Are you within 30 feet? Yes, you are. She's basically going to kind of like raise up her free hand, and she sings this brief little song, and will heal you and you, her, and Merhoy for 1d6 plus 4. Hell yeah. So for 10 HP.
Hell yeah.
So 54, 54. And yeah, don't forget to top yourself up.
Yep. Done did.
Okay, and then you see her also take a bonus action and cast a Shield of Faith on herself, giving her 21 AC. Okay, and then this goblin over here is going to take his turn 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is also going to shoot an arrow at Johanna. Boop. Okay, what is up with this die? Oh wait, yeah, meets it beats. That's right. So yeah, she is. You see her. Oh wait, there we go. She has 50. Okay, yeah. For some reason it didn't. Oh no, I just gave Merhoy 100 HP. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I'm
And
the tank
then
now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to shoot at Merhoy. Hey, finally, a low roll. As you see it kind of ping off Merhoy's shield.
Oh, gosh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And another arrow. That will miss, though, since he has such high AC now. Okay. And that puts us at you, Slyrak.
33.
I'm not sure why I
Nice.
said that. There we go.
No, yeah, no. Okay, cool. I am going to um, go into rage just uh, in thought of them just beaming with a chromatic orb, dealing like half my health, just rage, pissed off, sprinting
Yeah.
at this dude. It's I counted it's already in the good
Yep.
range. Um, and then I will go ahead and swing at him, or just like that. Um, oh yeah, hit DC. Uh, I'm not doing that. It would be plus 3. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. How do I had to do the math on Great Wolf Master on there. Let me see if I can just enable it passively on this so I don't have to.
I'm pretty sure it's in D&D Beyond somewhere, but I don't know if you'll need to take time, like how much time it'll take to set up.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Then I'll just do the math on my own then.
If
Okay,
you
cool.
if you click on it,
So
it should.
then,
Oh nope, never mind. Okay, that's just the name.
yeah, it's just the name, unfortunately. There's no like
hmm
active or anything. But that's fine. No big deal. Cool. So it hits, and then we're gonna roll for damage. It's
Honestly,
gonna
you
be
might not. Actually,
oh,
yeah.
cool. So that plus 10,
Okay,
um, plus the 2 from the rage, so 27.
27. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
you cleave this guy in twain, just straight down the middle. It's his two sides, just.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just going to
Okay,
delete
let's see.
him, and yep, it deletes it off the turn order. Awesome. Okay. Uh,
I have 25 feet. Do I have 15 feet? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move in on this guy
okay.
with I have 15 feet of movement left.
Yep.
And then I will use my second attack on him.
Go for it.
Oh, 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, okay. All right. Then let me swing. And this one, it's only 13 because I didn't do great weapon.
Okay. 13 points of damage. So 46. Okay. Yeah, he has a AC of, was it 9 or 11? I thought it was 9. Hold on one second. Yeah, it was 11. Huh. It keeps changing up numbers in here. I'm not sure why. But okay. So here, while I take the rest of this turn, feel free to
Oh,
go
I have to
through.
check what my rage bonus is, anyways.
Oh, yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, I didn't roll on that. Okay. Roll a d8. Give me a 5. 5 is whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before my rage ends, that creature takes 1d4 force damage. as magic lashes out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. As you are brimming with the wild magics that have coursed through your blood for the past few years, the War Adept will take his turn. All right. He is very happy where he is right now. And as he just kind of sees you smack the shit out of one of his underlings and then smack the shit out of that ogre, he's actually going to cast Mage Armor and give him some additional AC.
Smart man.
And I hate to say it, I don't think he has any bonus actions.
Mm.
Yeah, one action, one action. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that will end his turn. As you see him kind of, do this hand gesture over his body, and then little like apparitions of armor seem to form around his chest. Okay. Um, so that'll put us at Ogre Boy, and having just had a chunk of him, rended, he is actually going to Great Club you for a
Oof.
20 for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, so it hit.
Yeah, that I mean 25 to hit.
Oh, 25 hit. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. 9, so that rounds down to 4.
Yep. And then roll for the lashing, unless you want me to roll for you.
Um,
Yeah, you should go ahead and roll it. You can use
Inches.
that'll be a good thing to
Yeah,
use the dice roller for. Okay.
4.
Okay. So he kind of like clonks you across the shoulder as this like silvery, radiant, same color as your skin kind of just lashes out and splashes against his chest. All right then. Goblin numero uno is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run up on you, and he's going to take a poke at you with his scimitar for 6 slashing damage.
All right.
If you want to, and then go ahead and roll for the rebound.
Absolutely. 2.
Okay. You'll see him kind of like he's like put up to you and like shank you, and then suddenly get like just smacked in the chops by this force. As you see, he's
I
visibly
like to,
shaken.
I don't know why, but the first thought that came to my mind when I was thinking about like how to describe this force is like sorry viewers, when Gojo is walking up to Hanami with just like sheer force, but like on a very minute scale, like this little thing of pressure, shoop,
Yeah. So instead of just crushing him, just pop. Okay.
just like a straight line of pressure, yeah. But cool.
All right then. Merhoy, seeing an opportunity, you'll see him kind of like with his free hand, he dips it into a pouch, and you see the same kind of silvery powder that you saw whenever you first met him, and he used to burn away a bunch of corpses. And he's going to cast fucking fireball.
Oh hell yeah.
um, and so a 20-foot radius, so that's 40-foot diameter, right? So. Well, yeah, no, that would 20 feet, 20 feet. Yeah, no, that hits every single one of them. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Um, so let me go ahead and roll for the damage, which is 8d6 plus 1.
Wild.
8d6. 8d6? Yeah, 8d6 plus 1. Boom. Yeah, okay. So you see the goblins and hobgoblin all just evaporate in like silvery explosions. All that, even if they succeeded, they would all die from that amount of damage. So,
I turn around and look at him and say, holy shit, I haven't seen anyone do that except Temple. That's amazing.
uh, and then the ogre. He does not have A very high dex. Let's see what he rolls. Of course, I've been rolling amazing. Yep, okay, so he fails. And he is now bloodied. And then let's see how. Oh, why did I exit that off? It's okay, I can fix this. There we go. And then the War Adept, he will fail. Okay, so he also takes 29 damage. 29 minus 45, 16? Yeah, 16. Okay, and is also bloodied as you see them both kind of just stagger and then slump from the, covered in just these third-degree burns. As you see, there is no joy on Merhoy's face, just grim determination and professionalism as he continues with the shield and basically moves up next to you with Johanna. Johanna will take her turn. 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait, I think I overdid it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's just not quite enough. But she is actually going to pull out her. You'll see her equipped her flail as she hadn't been using it this whole time, and she's gonna strike out at this ogre. A 15 will hit. Oof, and then roll to 1. Love to see it.
Oh,
So 9 damage. Actually, yeah, she's going to go ahead and pump a smite into him. So that's 2d6. I'm pretty sure it's 2d6. Yeah, plus 8. Okay. Wow, he has 1 HP left. I hate that. And then she, since she's 7th level as well, is going to swing up and try to hit the ogre again, and that'll definitely hit. And yeah, that she'll basically like wind up and like go for the legs and like break the legs, that it kind of like, bends the other way that it's not supposed to. And as you see the ogre like
oof.
screaming and falling to his knees, she'll wind up one last time and just boom right in the chin as you see him kind of just dislodge from his head and fall over dead. Boop.
Wow.
Okay. So with the death of everything else, we're back to you.
Hell yeah. I love when things all go plan. Wow, that is perfectly the right amount. Alright, I charge up on last remaining dude. Just tell him you should have let us come through. And then, uh, good old reliable. My fell wing axe. Good old 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Hell yeah. Alright, time for damage. 2, 7, 2, 14, 24
Damage?
damage.
Yeah, you fucking kill him. So how
Hell
what do
yeah.
you what does killing him involve?
Um, I'm gonna give him. I just used the blunt end of my axe, and uh, let's say that I took the extra 5 feet, and I'm like by the side, and I just hit the back of his spine, and it goes the wrong direction. And I look back at the other guys. I'm like, that's what we're doing, right? We're bending things the way they aren't supposed to bend.
And Johanna will just kind of give you this this sure Slyrak as
Cool.
the war adept is just gurgling and then falls over dead.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but sorry, I just you know didn't want them ever getting back up again.
Um, Johanna Merhoy will kind of like stay back, waiting to hear from Dutur. Dutur. Yeah, Dutur. I mean, they won't be getting up anytime soon, Slyrak. That was brutal. And Johanna will be like, they were put out of their misery, and they won't be hurting anybody else. That's all that is important. Each strike is a prayer. All right. And at that point, you'll see Dotir will kind of trot up with Gamwich, be like, wow, that was over in a flash, literally. And he'll just kind of like nod at a lot of you. I see Silver Flame has a lot of faith in a lot of you, and, well, I wouldn't want to fuck with you.
Oh, I get it. Faith and Silver Flame Church. You're a funny man.
Thanks. It's what keeps me sane in this line of work. Okay.
Uh,
And so with that, we'll move back to the El Surveil map. Um, it'll take the better part of the day, and towards the end of it, you'll get to El Sir Cross. And thankfully, not thankfully, but it is also a town that isn't evacuating, but you can see that they're all kind of getting ready and are kind of waiting. You'll kind of mingle with the townsfolk a bit, and you get from what you're understanding, they are waiting to see what happens to Brindle. Because Brindle is kind of seen as the last bastion. They understand that Dinavar would be kind of the last place to go, but it seems that Brindle is really going to be where the Elsyr Vale takes its last stand. And so everybody will go ahead and take the effects of a long rest.
thank God.
I just realized that I didn't give healing spells to Meroi. whenever that crit
Oh,
happened, I was just like, I have healing spells. Oh no, I don't.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I was like, man, even good old rage would have fucking right there.
Hmm. Let's see here. I don't think Roll20 has like a. Oh, there it is. There is a long rest button. Hell yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second while I drop some healing spells onto Merhoy.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't know if you have the
Oh, okay. Okay, so in the Roll20 thing, I can apply my rage and great weapon master feat. Okay, because I was looking at just the page before, not the the Beyond 20 extension.
Yeah,
So now that should factor into it.
neat. You want to go ahead and make a roll just to test it?
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. All right, so let me enable both of them just for funsies. Test
Okay.
it. All right,
And Merhoy should have healing word. Yeah, there we go.
all right. So it says, hmm, I don't think it did the numbers correctly because it didn't give me the minus.
Yeah, it's just showing the
Let
16
me
plus 8 on Roll20's
let me
end.
do this here. Let me try it. Hmm, nope. You
Hmm.
do your thing while I take a look at it.
Okay. Well,
Let's try it again.
essentially, the next day will come, and let's clear the turn order. And at that point, Dotir will kind of, you'll get to the east part of town, kind of following what's left of the River, and he'll turn to you, Slyrak, and be like, "Do you still have that Warforged core on you,
Who's asking me this?
Doter, your half orc finder?"
Um, sorry, I didn't hear his name. Uh, just now. Um, uh, did we tell you about this core? I don't
Well,
remember telling you that we had a core with it.
it was part of the finders list that you had found some kind of core that told you that there was a forge around here, and I just kind of read
Uh,
it from the info. And Johanna and Merhoy said they didn't have it on them, so I hope you have it on you. Otherwise, this trip is going to be for nothing.
yes, yes, I pulled out and show him.
Okay. He's going to take a good look at it and rolls a 21, and he'll, you know, this isn't a Warforged core. This is a core, but it's not like a Warforged core out of Sire, out of the Mournlands. This is it's bigger, which would indicate a Titan. Uh, but Titans are very rare and very recent, and B, just the magic running through it isn't right. Hmm. Uh, but thank you for showing me this. With my mark, I should be able to. It'll help me. It'll help me lead the way towards something. I'll use a find item. The ability that's essentially it's a spell that lets me find an item. But I am going to be using the properties of this core to find similar items as we move through Marth Forest. It's only within 1,000 feet, but I mean, if we, especially on horse, I should be able to cover a decent amount of land here in the next few days. So I may need to look at that core again a few times to really get my bearings. But well, that core will proverbially lead the way. As you'll see him kind of move his left, he'll put his left hand on the core, and you'll see kind of this glowing begin to emanate from under his shirt, as you kind of get the idea that his dragon mark is probably on his chest. He'll kind of nod at a lot of you and be like, "Well, let's head out." So over the next, it's about 5 hours. There's not a lot of luck because he just kind of makes a straight path through the forest. And he's just like, well, nothing yet. All of you will take a quick lunch, eat some rations that you stocked up on, maybe make a stew. And then he'll kind of get to the core of not the core, but like the middle of the forest and the Elsir River right here. And he'll be like, well, let's start heading south now, and maybe we can cross section a few parts of this forest. And you'll all start heading south. And Johanna, Morhoy, and him will start like marking trees as y'all are making your way through the forest, just kind of, keep your bearings and not start moving north again. And night will come, and essentially no luck, as he has just kind of been pinging and not finding anything. And so as y'all are essentially settling in for the night and getting ready, to patrol, not patrol, but like keep an eye out, Merhoy and Johanna will, he's kind of, Doder sits down with all of you. It's like, okay, so here's the map of Marth Forest that the house has had. And essentially, here, I'm going to draw it real fast if you want to look at it, Jack. You'll have gone essentially like this, and then gone south. And essentially, he's just going to keep moving in like 1,000-foot increments through the rest of the forest. And hopefully, we'll find it by then, because otherwise, we're going to have to start trekking through bits of the forest over here, and that can take another few days. Okay.
Jeez, yeah, this forest's a lot bigger than we thought. I asked him before we continue on,
Mm-hmm.
and what what are you getting from helping us find the forge?
Well, they paid a
I thought
finder's
you
fee.
just ah understood.
Oh, trust
You
me,
made a
the
point.
house doesn't work for charity as much, even religious ones such as the Silver Flame. We are getting paid right properly.
As you should. You've been doing great work helping us find it.
Well, we'll refund half of it if we don't find it, so I haven't actually done my job yet. But,
Half,
well,
huh?
we'll see well, I mean, technically I haven't taken the money either, but we'll just have to see if the Tirika Tour were accurate in their findings.
Yeah. Well, venture on and find out.
Very well. Okay, let's roll a d20. Yep. It is a thankfully uneventful night, as all of you are kind of seasoned hands at this in terms of camping and kind of setting up a good perimeter to make sure nothing gets to drop on you. And thankfully, it's a very uneventful night. Um, and so dawn will come, and as you kind of shake off the night's slumber, take your morning pee, get a good breakfast going. Uh, the group of you will set off once again. And this time, as you start making your way east, he definitely doesn't find anything until he reaches right about here. And he's just like, I got a hit.
I
Here, follow me.
I break my neck looking towards him. Like, let's go.
Yep. And you'll see, Johanna Merhoy has been very stoic this whole time, just kind of following him and just small talk occasionally. But as he's finally seemed to have found his mark, you can see both of them show what looks to be, apprehension almost, is like for the first time since you've seen them in the Vale, they can't wait to see what happens, and they're not sure what's going to happen. But with
There
that,
hasn't been
go ahead.
there hasn't been many things in this land that I feel like they haven't seen, and this is one of the few.
This is there's I mean, and Johanna will kind of look at you. We have some idea of what we're going to find, but Merhoy and I have not actually been to the Silver Forge in Thrain. Only Fulgrim has been there, and that's where his sword was made. In case you did he tell you that? I think he told you that. The
Yeah, he didn't tell me that his sword was made there, but wait, no, he did. When I asked him about how he got that weapon, then when he gave me the crystal, he's like, "Well, you could da da da."
that sword, it's called the Ashen Wake, by the way. It's we don't know the details, but he's only ever actually drawn it twice. One time was in a battle with the with demons, and the other time was whenever he killed the Arch Hierophant in Sharn. Um, it has a lot of restrictions placed on it, and Merhoy will kind of look up at Johanna and be like, "I know he's trustworthy, but are you sure we should be telling him this?" And Johanna will kind of look down and be like, "You saw him yesterday. He needs to know this." And Merhoy is just like, "He doesn't need to know, but okay."
I like, well, I almost saw him use it against this dragon
The Rakshasa.
Rakshasha
Rakshasa.
Rakshasha. Um, few few months back. I didn't know it had such restrictions. Like, what are you talking about?
So go ahead and make an insight check real fast, Slyrak.
It's zero, so I'll just do it right here.
Yep. Oof. Uh, Merhoy just kind of looks off, and you are just as giddy as Johanna seems to be talking about this. And you don't get, you're just more focused on what Johanna has to tell you than Merhoy trying to be conservative. And so Johanna, with
Okay.
like this bit of a smirk, will kind of look at him, will look at you. So, do you know why he didn't use it when he, whenever that creature broke his sword and then almost killed the lot of you? Do you know why he didn't use the Ashen Wake?
Uh, my I
Guess.
only
Feel
thought it
free
was
to
because
guess.
yeah, my only guess was because the enemy was escaping and it was pointless.
No, the enemy was a Rakshasa, a literal child of these demon overlords. There's leaving alive a Rakshasa is almost as much of a sin as cohorting with one. But while Merhoy and I certainly could not have stopped him, Fulgrim only had the Ashen Wake, the Ashen, and the reason he couldn't draw it was because the Silver Flame didn't let him. The Silver Flame is the only. It is not Fulgrim that decides to draw the blade. Well, Fulgrim decides when to draw the blade, but only with the permission of the Silver Flame. And the Silver Flame did not grant him permission that day. And
That is that is quite the crutch. One
and
must have to be pretty in tune with the silver flame to know when they can actually be used.
and I mean, Fulgrim has served for 40 years, 45 years. She'll just kind of look at Merhoy. 42. In the chains
Jeez.
on it, you saw that there were three of them, right? And Johanna will kind of like look at
Uh,
you and nod. Those are the three different levels it has. Just one chain is enough to meet most foes, but the Ash the Ashen Wake has not been fully unleashed in Eberron. All three chains have not been unlocked since it was created. Um, there's been a Merhoy and I had a lot of discussion about this while y'all were adventuring and we were in Brindle. We believe, or at least Merhoy believes, and I agree with him, that the Ashen Wake wasn't unleashed then because the Silver Flame wanted to give Steam a chance to prove themselves. And honestly, Slyrak, it might have also been to prove yourself. And that's why Fulgrim has always taken a bit of a shining to you and gave you that Siberius crystal. He wanted to see what you would make of it. Would you squander the crystal, or would you like? It could have been anything. But like I said, I believe with Merhoy's help, we believe that the silver flame would, because this conflict, it could have ended then if Fulgrim had been unleashed, the star, but it didn't. And why is that? Why would the silver flame allow innocents to be killed when we could have ended it then and there almost? And at this point, Johanna kind of look up, and again, like we have no great understanding of the silver flame as long as we've served with it, but there has to be more meaning to it than just, you know, it wouldn't have worked. It wasn't something will be required of you, Slarak, and of Steam. And well, here we are, fulfilling destinies.
Leading towards some greater purpose than what we see at hand.
Indeed. So yeah, that's one of
Hmm.
the greatest secrets of the Silver Flame, by the way. So welcome to the church.
Oh, I have been quite curious since I keep, running into the flame. I've been asking around, and all of his followers seem, uh, you know, well suited for it. They none of them have even seemed to question their decision to join. So thank you.
It helps that it's such an understanding religion. It's not about, sure there are religious practices that we all try to follow that help, strengthen our will, our resolve, but it really is just about being a good person and doing the right thing. There's no catch-all. It's just do the right thing. The silver flame will guide you through the pale lands. And
Yeah, I've always kind of been told that I do the right thing, even though it's probably a dumb idea. Like when I ran to that Rakshasa in the village trying to save that guy.
indeed, not to say that the Silver Flame Church is without sin. There are fanatics. What happened with the shifters was a tragedy, and one that Fulgrim is hoping to prevent ever from happening again. The killing of the Arch Hierophant in Sharn, while certainly a loss of life, Fulgrim proving the power and smiting her down then and there. It was a sight, Sliderak. You should have seen it. They they talked, they argued points, but in the end, the Arch Hierophant essentially the point boiled down to might makes right. And then Fulgrim just kind of laughed and proved his might in one fell swoop. It was it was
Hmm.
something.
Yeah,
Fulgrim
sounds
was
like it.
always meant for combat. He's never enjoyed these politics. At that
How long
point,
have you known Pilgrim?
uh, well, we served in Sharn before he came there. So I mean, it was about 3 months before we met the lot of you. So not much longer than you. Although we have, I mean, I guess we've worked under him, so I guess we know him a little better, but only about 6 months, give or take. And then Johanna
Gotcha.
will speak up, but his reputation did precede him. He was known ever since through the last war, and it was only recently that he was made a prefect and given the Ashen Wake. Um,
Oh, so the Ashen Wake was given to him. He didn't like forge it himself.
we don't know. Like he
Interesting.
said, the forge that created the Ashen Wake was reactivated about 30, 40 years ago by an unknown group of adventurers. And Slyrak, we didn't tell you and Steam this, but this group of adventurers were like ghosts. They didn't leave anything behind. They were apparitions almost that carved through the demons that infested the Silver Forge. There was a rock. It was a Lord of Dust. A Rakshasa had taken up residence there to prevent it from reactivating. And these adventurers, whoever they were, killed them, all of them. There was nothing left. And the only reason we were able to find the forge was that this gargantuan silver light suddenly started lighting the forests south of Thrain, south of Flamekeep.
Mm.
So
Like there's nothing behind it all. Like
I
not
mean,
even.
the corpses of demons, but that was it. There was no indication of who or what killed them. There was magic, there was weapons, but that was it, Slarak. Like there is no indication what activated this forge. And the keeper, they call himself Ada, 808. Um, wouldn't talk of them. We do know they were there. Like 808 will confirm that, but that's it. It was and so at this point, you know, after talking to them for a while, you do get the sense that while Merhoy is definitely just kind of nodding along, Johanna is very adamant about this conversation. It's almost like Fulgrim is like her superhero growing up.
Yeah, I mean, um, I kind of like see the awe in their faces and share it as well, and just kind of speak about how the church can ask for a better, representative than Fulgrim. Yeah.
If y'all are done talking back there, we're getting close. It's about 100 feet off in that clearing over there, and you'll see these bunch of trees that are. Have you ever seen like a tree that's been stripped of leaves and its bark? These
Yeah.
trees are essentially, you see a ring of them that look exactly like that, whereas the rest of the trees look very healthy. And Doter's just like, yeah, that would have been surely surely this had to have been found before. And he'll kind of trod forward and into the clearing. And you'll hear Johanna Marhoy be like, wait, hold on. And as you catch up with him, you'll come across it, and you'll see this stone formation, just like it's almost natural looking in the center, and just like a clearing, just like there are definitely like you see like a rabbit running off into the other side of the trees, and flowers, weeds, and these rocks in the middle, and like it's completely unassuming except for the fact that it's this like perfect little clearing with these almost desiccated, not desiccated, but these sick looking trees in the middle. And you'll see him kind of look around and hop off, and he'll hop off Gamwich, and you'll see Gamwich is like, he's like, he's nervous and kind of like, what horses do whenever they're nervous. His ears are back, and Doder will kind of turn back to all of you. We found it, but we haven't found it yet, have we? And he'll kind of nod and point towards the rocks. It's over here somewhere. I can feel it. And he'll reach out his left hand again and start like you see he's almost like a blind man kind of reaching out looking for something, and eventually as he reaches the rocks he'll start like patting him, and as the three of you basically are able to get up to him, he's like, hey, check the other side of the rocks real fast, see if there's some kind of opening.
I go on over and see if I feel anything.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, that's right. I have the crown of intelligence. One.
Yep. So you don't find anything that like feels like some kind of lever or anything like that, but you do see what looks like some kind of passageway that you and your size could barely slip through, along with Johanna and Marhoy, who are decked out in full plate armor. But you could finagle your way through there.
Against my uh, better judgment for my sanity, I start squeezing through there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just a flat dexterity check.
Um, 16.
Okay. You need to beat a 12. So you're able,
There
you
you
kind
go.
of fit in there, and you can definitely feel like your chest muscles definitely get squeezed a little bit, but you're able to kind of thump through to the other side. And inside, the rocks are still there and kind of in this formation, but instead of it being like normal ground, you definitely see you come across what looks to be a platform uh, with the inscribing of a coatl at the bottom of it.
Hmm.
And as you step onto this platform, the core that's in your backpack, you immediately feel the heat emanating from it, and it starts like rattling inside your back.
All right. Is it? Well, I reach in my backpack and is it hot to the touch? Like, am I good?
It is warm, but it does not burn you.
Okay, cool. I just take it out and put it next to it.
Next to the platform,
Oh, we're sorry, on the platform.
so you put it on the platform.
Yes.
Okay. You see it essentially roll into the center and then rise up and start levitating, and then it seems to just wait there, glowing, emanating heat, levitating. And at this point, Doder
Uh,
will you'll hear Doder and be like, "Well, we lost your friend, so I guess he found something." And you'll hear Mohoy, "Slyrak, are you okay in there?"
yeah, things are just fine here. The core is floating and glowing though, so you guys should probably get down here.
So you found something. Okay, okay. You'll hear Johanna Merhoy turn around and start speaking to Doder. Are you listening in on what you're saying, on what they're saying?
I tried to, yeah.
Okay. You don't need to make a check. You just kind of like lean your head through like where the passage you just slipped through, and you hear them. Doter, thank you. I believe your services have been completed. Yes, thank you, Doter. If you wouldn't mind, wait here for about 30 minutes, and if we don't come back, head back to Brindle. But if we come back shortly, then we won't have. Well, we might not have found what we're looking for, but hopefully this is it. And Merhoy will just kind of be like, "Yes, I'm going to start squeezing through now. Here, hold on." You'll hear the sound of like squeezing, and he starts. You hear like rubbing sounds as he's like rubbing this oil across his armor. And Doder will be like, "Huh, uh, that's a good trick you got there for armor." And they both kind of look at Johanna and Merhoy will be like, "Yeah, we've been adventuring for a little bit."
Yeah.
Okay. And he'll be like, "Well, I'll head back over to Gamwich and just keep, do a little perimeter check, and I'll head back to Brindle if I don't hear back from all of you." And so with that,
All right.
you'll hear Johanna and Merhoy start struggling through this passageway. You hear their armor kind of scraping uh, as they try to squeeze through the passageway. You see Merhoy pop through without any relative issue, since he's a bit smaller as a dwarf. But Johanna would definitely be able to make. It's going to be with advantage because they oiled themselves up. Oh no.
Nice. Yeah, part one of those is nice.
No, it's going to be the first one. I just double clicked on accident. Uh, you'll hear Johanna struggling, and then you hear a "Ahoy, Johanna! It's Lyrac. I'm stuck."
Uh, uh, well, I I don't suppose you'd be comfortable with me giving you a good old yank, would you?
Yeah, just see if my arm can reach you. Uh, you'll kind of peek through the corridor and see that she made it about halfway there. You should be able to reach her from where you are. So just
All
go
right.
ahead and make an
I
athletics check.
cool.
Flat, just a normal athletics check. Yeah, no, you just give her a good old tug, and you just hear this pop as she pops right on through, and she's just like, "Ah, thank you, Slyrock. That happens more than once. Even though we lube ourselves up, it's sometimes just not enough." As you just see like
Well,
the scrape across like the silver flame insignia, and she's just like, I'm gonna have to buffer that out when we get back."
Well, better you get stuck in there than me. I think you guys would have a little bit tougher time pulling me out of there.
I mean, we'd have figured it out. And at But this whole time, Merhoy has been silent, and he's just kind of like looking at the core, and then looks down at the platform, and his mouth is just agape, and he's just like, Johanna, I think we found it. And then Johanna will also get a good look, and she'll also get giddy all of a sudden. She's just like, let's go down there. How do we get down there? And she'll kind of look at you, Slyrak, and be like, were you able to talk to it, give it some kind of command?
Talk to it. I didn't even think about that, but I suppose it makes plenty of sense. Um, I
Well,
look at it and just say, what were you saying?
no, no, no. I mean, y'all have heard it talk before, but it was very faint, if you remember.
Oh, that is true. I
Well, and even
remember
then, it
that
wasn't the
now.
core; it was actually the giant. So,
Yeah,
semantics.
what it was. Yeah, okay. Um, I say, light the way and see if anything happens.
Uh, Nothing happens as it just continues to glow there, and Marhoy will just kind of speak up, "Down, please," and you'll feel the platform shift and start heading down.
Oh shit.
Okay. If you look, it should be a blank screen, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Look bottom left.
Let me
You
zoom up
should
see
find
if I
Slyrak.
can. Okay, it's being a little weird. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, there's probably a few different things loading
Confirm.
here, so
Okay, yes, I see now.
okay. Uh, just make sure you have control over Slyrak, but don't move him too much.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
So the platform makes its way down, and it's solid like 10, 15 minutes as you're essentially just moving down this gigantic, almost chasm, only being able to see by the light of the core that has been following you down. And then finally, after about 20 minutes, it begins to slow down, and you see this this essentially like what you kind of see now, this like mechanized almost village. As you're descending, you're looking down on it, and Marhoi and Johanna are both kind of gasp as you see this. You see this village, and towards the back is this much taller, larger structure that isn't actually a part of the village. It is this floating structure of, it's got like it's essentially like almost a big tall funnel shape as it kind of points down and is surrounded by these various cylinders. And Johanna will point at it and be like, "That's the forge, and this must be the Tiri Couture. No, the Tiri Couture couldn't have built this." And Morhoy will be like, "No, whatever the precursor sentinels were, they built this." And then
Mm.
finally,
It.
go ahead.
Yeah. Whoever made this was quite skilled. I've never seen anything like this in my day.
Indeed. The platform will finally make its way fully down, as you'll see this kind of desiccated tree that's also kind of the same ones as you saw up top. The bark stripped, no leaves. Um, and Johanna and Mahoy will step off the platform. The core continues to float in the middle of the platform and doesn't seem to follow you.
Hmm. I will see if I can pick it up off the platform.
Yeah. So you just grab it and kind of tuck it under your arm like a basketball, and it just continues to glow.
All right.
You'll hear this
Um,
faint sound in the distance. And go ahead and make a perception check just to see how well you hear it.
It didn't carry over when I rolled it. There we go.
Huh. All
I'm
right.
not doing good on perception tonight
You are not. Um,
or insight.
it's not any kind of sound, it's some kind of words. And you didn't hear it on the way down, but you just kind of make out a few words. Call my
Would I?
name. Oh, play their
Would I?
game. Oh.
Oh,
You hear this off to the north somewhere.
okay. I asked Marhoy and Johanna if they heard that just now.
I did. It sounded like something was singing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard too, but that's gotta be the only way we should go right now, right?
I
Like,
mean, there's nowhere
even
else
if
to
it's,
go.
yeah, I guess it's good to know that there's something else in here that's either some sentient in some type of form.
There's something down here. I'm not sure what though. And you would also feel at this point that the core is tugging you to go north.
Like Iron Giant's big screw.
Yeah.
We'll follow it over there.
Um, I'm going to ask. I think this will be the last one of the night, Jack. But please make one last perception check.
Oh God. Perception. Hell yeah, brother.
um, as you walk through, you definitely see signs of Tiri Couture. They're definitely like you see kind of the green armor, leather armor that they used, and like you see a bow and arrow with the same kind of design that Kiliar uses.
Mhm.
But there's no one like these have been like they're deteriorated like they've been there for almost hundreds of centuries, even though they couldn't be more like logically speaking, they shouldn't be more than 10 years old. And then as you continue to look around, you then begin to notice that everything around you has a thick layer of dust. As Johanna and Marhoy are also kind of, the initial shock has worn off, and you see them both kind of un- unholster their shields. Slyrak, a lord of dust is down here, a demon. And you'll hear Johanna be like, it just couldn't have been that easy, couldn't it?
Lord of Dust. I don't know what it is, but if it has you guys ready for battle, we are about to be ready in for a big fight.
Just keep an ear out. Um, and then as y'all continue to trudge like northward, you'll once again, with your 16, you'll once again start hearing that song, the sound of this mechanized. It definitely sounds like a warforged as you start to get closer, and with your 16 perception check, and you hear it begin like, "For 12 years now, they shout and call my name, and everything has been destroyed. Whoa." I do my work by day and play their game, but live my life inside the void. Oh. And so finally, you'll reach kind of the main antechamber. And give me a second as I zoom out. You'll come across what's almost like the main square. And you see like
Oh boy.
a forge in the center with like weapons that are Tiri Couture origin that have also been apparently deteriorated. And in the middle, you'll see what looks like originally a warforged, but it's almost like it's surrounded by what looks to be some kind of like makeshift coffin, and it's like crammed in there. And you see it like singing this song. Its mouthpiece is like lighting up as the words come out and form, but its eyes seem to be like dead and just looking towards the ground. And Morhoy and Johanna, Slyrak, that's a sentinel. That I think that's the gate. I think that's the forge keeper. We should. It, did the Tiri Couture do this to it? She'll kind of look at you expectantly.
Do do what to it? Like
It
put it on standby? Is that what this is?
so as you look at this Warforged, it doesn't have legs. Its bottom half has been the equivalent of what looks like it was torn off, and it's
Oh
just
shit.
crammed inside of this coffin, very damaged.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it it should be safe to approach, right? Like it doesn't seem like you can do anything anymore.
Okay. And do you start approaching it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is here. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Uh, well, here. This is technically just like a fall off. So we'll say that you get over
Mm,
here, and Johanna and
gotcha.
Mahoy are behind you. And as you start walking down into the platform, you'll see this Warforged kind of suddenly spring a little bit to life and look over at you. And again, it's where its eyes should be are just like sunken dark balls. As you get the feeling that it's not actually looking at you, but merely in your direction, and it begins to sing to you again. Is there a heart inside the chest of the android? What do you see, machine or man? All that I am, all that I was, has been destroyed. Please reforge me so I can feel again. And then Slyrak, as she finishes this final verse, the core within you leaps out of your arms and rolls in front of her. And then she turns away from looking at your group and looks down. And she whispers to this core, Wagner, is that you? Welcome home. And then the core begins to shine brighter than it ever has, and once again begins to levitate. And it pulls back a little and then crashes into the Warforged, sending her hurtling through the air into the forge. So essentially, just like this, just hurtling straight through and into the forge, crashing into it, and then dissipates into energy that is suddenly absorbed into the forge. But as you look at the forge, you see that there's this weird cat like being floating in front of it with a very disgusted but bored look, watching all three of you. And the forge itself is just covered in what you can only describe as like mutated spider webs and dust. But it begins to glow ever so slightly as the Warforged and the Warforged core and their essence seems to be absorbed into this. And at this point, you see Johanna and Morhoy immediately take a battle stance and be like, "There it is. That's one of the lords of dust." And they both kind of like run
Wait,
over. What have you done to this
what
sacred place, you monster? And he just kind of looks down and like strokes his beard, whiskers. I am here to make sure that this forge is destroyed. I will not have another one reactivate like yours did in Thrain. What do you know about that one? Oh, I was there. I was the one that those adventurers killed. And I'm going to kill all of you now before I destroy this forge. And you see him like snap. And these cylinders at the back, Jack, these cylinders are where Warforged would like spawn out of from the pictures you've seen of these creation forges. But as he snaps, you see them kind of hum to life, but instead of like the silvery energy that you'd imagine from a silver forge, it's just necrotic, dark energies. As you see a werewolf and a wereboar, along with what looks to be imps, come crawling out of these cylinders, and he begins to. The beings that lived here before, those, what were they? Couture. They had changed. They were shifters. They had lycanthropic blood in them. So I made a little tweak to the forge and had that lycanthropic blood take over. And as you'll see this dark energy wash over him, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh man. Ooh. Nat 20 plus 3.
I love that.
Oh, dang it. I needed to click on my dude first and do it.
Wow. No, I can just
Yeah,
add you. Don't worry about it.
failure. Yeah. He also did 23.
Yes, he
Holy
did.
shit. Holy shit.
What's your dex? It's +3, you said?
Plus my dex plus 2, I get the plus 1 from something else.
Yeah, so he will technically go first.
Of course he will.
All right. Initiative. 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 And then werewolf. And wereboar. Okay. And oh, and Johanna Merhoy. Gotta roll them. Okay. Okay. So, as you take out your axe and take up a battle stance, and Johanna and Merhoy, once again kind of close ranks instinctively, you hear the sound of that warforged who is singing kind of emanate between the three of you. Rekindle the forge, destroy his shield, kill the corrupted ones to get cores. And you'll look at the wereboar and the werewolf, and you'll see that they have this like weird blue silver tinge on them. As you kind of get the idea that these beings have been infused with a core, but that it enhances them in some way. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. As Kareth Azul kind of uncrosses his arms, you'll see like flame in one hand and ice in the other, and he'll just blast Merhoy and Johanna with two different cantrips. So Merhoy, yep, Merhoy gets hit. Boop. Good old 11 cold damage. Jeez. Oh, right. Merhoy. Okay, 44. You'll see Johanna kind of duck out of the way of a firebolt as Merhoy kind of like just gets blasted by this cone of cold, by this, yeah, ray of frost. And then you'll see this Rakshasa creature hovering in front of you just continue, a look of pure cockiness as he is covered by this shield and is just getting ready to blast all of you again. You will take your turn, Slyrek.
Hey, I am going to um guess that's a good idea. I'm going to use dash as my action. And he's 60 feet away, so I'll definitely be able to get over there um, and get right on him. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to um, wait. Can I do this? see what I can I'm gonna go into rage for my bonus action. Just seeing how he just took the life out of that Warforged singing. And random side note, man, that song made me so sad for the Warforged.
So to be clear, Jack, the Warforged core crashing into the talking Warforged, is what it seemed to be an intentional act, not caused by this Rakshasha. But are you
Oh,
referring to the
gotcha.
fact that this Rakshasha is probably what damaged the Warforged?
We'll go with that.
Okay, cool.
Man, of course, this is the rage I got. I should have raged first. Okay, my rage is I can teleport up to 30 feet. Use as bonus action on each of my turns. Um,
That was probably the best
so
one you could have rolled for this. I'm going to be honest with you, Jack.
it definitely was. I'm just sad I did rage before I moved, but it's fine. That's where we are.
Okay.
Um, but
Uh,
cool.
to be
Then
clear, he is hovering like 20 feet in the air right now. Just letting you know.
oh, well then I'm going to use the teleport 30 feet, and
So here, I'll let you keep the rage in the roll. Do you want to just reset your movement?
yeah, I'll reset my movement.
Okay.
Okay,
What was it
so
back here? Yeah, back here, right?
he's
Yeah.
back over there. Yeah, he's there. I'm going to um 30 feet would be here. So I'll move right here. And then I have 40 feet of movement. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I think it's right here. Gonna run right here, and then I can't do cantrips during rage, right? Because it's still a spell.
Because you technically raged, but honestly, like, that seems so silly because you're like a magic barbarian. I always thought that you could
Right.
at least do cantrips while raged.
Okay.
Because
Then
I
yeah,
think that
I
would be
throw
fucking
a
badass.
right, like, it just makes so much sense for
It
like
does.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot a fire bolt right at this one.
The smaller one?
Uh out the image is a little hard to see, but this one that
The the white
is
one?
close to me.
Okay, that's
Yes.
that's the werebore.
Oh, is there multiple things there? Let me.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay,
If you zoom in a little bit, it
I
should
zoomed
help.
out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no, I'm gonna shoot at the smaller ones then.
Okay. Um, you would know that those are imps. Their
Oh,
resistance. Oh, they're
my,
immune. They're straight up immune to fire.
yeah, sorry. I thought they were tinier werewolves. Okay, then
Well, I mean, like
yeah,
this is
just
a
imp.
werewolf, not immune to fire. These small guys, they're kind of flying there, immune to fire.
Yeah, werewolf for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and then it's going to be firebolt, which is my constitution. So yeah, it's a save, right?
Yes.
Or it's not a
I thought it
save.
was an attack. Firebolt was an attack roll. I thought a ranged attack with your
Yeah,
Constitution
no, it's an
modifier.
attack roll,
Yeah.
and then okay. So it's well, no, it's just a flat like 1d10 plus. No, I think it's just 13, and then they're supposed to roll for it, right?
Is it a deck save
Let's
then?
see. I forget how it works with the
Yeah. Here, hold on.
barbarian.
Firebolt. You hurl. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. Yeah. So you have to beat its AC. So roll a d20 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier, which I'm pretty sure is Constitution.
Yeah, so I think it's just +4. So we'll see.
Well, no, I mean if you're level 8, if you're level 7, it should be a +3 or +2. Here, hold on.
Oh yeah, so my constitution is +2,
Oh, your
and then my
Constitution.
proficiency is +3.
Yeah, so it should be a plus. So d20 plus 5.
Okay. All right, so 16.
16 does not hit. Oh, 16. Oh, you just rolled a d20. Gotcha. Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay, cool. So then it would take 1d10 fire damage. So I will go ahead
Well,
and.
and don't forget,
Oh
since
wait,
it's
no.
firebolt,
Yes,
it increases per at level 5, so it's 2d10. But you don't add
yes.
anything; it's just 2d10 damage.
We'll roll that here.
Twelve
12,
damage.
12.
Okay. Okay. As you see it kind of crawling out and regaining its bearings, you run up to it and just smack it in the chest with a firebolt. And you hear as it looks directly at you. Um, so this imp is going to take its turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You see it kind of flap over to you. Uh, and it's just kind of like doing this weird evil cackle. Is it's with its like scorpion tail, it's going to try and sting you. Yeah. Does a wait? Why is it in beast form? Huh? Yeah. So +5. Yeah. It's a 19 to hit.
It sure do hit though.
Okay. So it's why didn't there we go. So you take 4 piercing and 8 poison damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw. You got to beat an 11 to not get poisoned.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, so you save. Okay. So you just kind of get jabbed in the chest and then just kind of shrug it off, and the poison seeps out of the wound but doesn't seep into your blood. As we move on to Johanna's turn. And you'll hear Mahoy be like, "Go, support Slyrak." And you'll see her give a nod and start 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shoop. Yeah, that's within range. You'll see her kind of focus, and then this like silver crown pops up on top of her head. As she has this free hand and starts and does like a little prayer, and then points at the imp, and you'll hear this bing is like this the sound of a gong like emanates from her and just like flies over to the imp. She's going to cast Toll the Dead. And the imp needs to make a wisdom save. Yeah. And fails. So he takes 16 points of damage and dies.
Oh yeah.
So you'll just see this crash into it and it just disintegrates into a bunch of necrotic energies. Let me delete him real fast. Oh, right. It deletes automatically. And so seeing that, this impling is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, flying over this kind of, this dusted up core forge, 55 feet. And I'm pretty sure Firebolt has like 120.
Yes.
Yeah. But it is only 1d10 this time, and an 11 is not going to hit anyway. As you'll just see it kind of like yeet and like yeet this fireball that just kind of flies over Johanna's head. And then so the implings over here will take the dash action and 5. Oh, nope. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 as they start closing in on Merhoy. Same thing. God damn it. Keeps zooming in on the impling whenever I move it over. There we go. And then it's going to be Merhoy's turn. And you will see Merhoy actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 move over there. And let's see here. Did he have. No, he just had Sacred Flame. This is 15. Okay, so if this hits this one, it'll kill it, but it's a dex save, which they're a little dexterous. Yeah, and it saves. Damn. Okay, so you see him kind of like throw the sacred flame at it, and it's just able to dodge out of the way. Um, huh. Could have sworn I put werewolf. Yeah, I did put werewolf. guess it just didn't catch the name. It is going to hop on all fours, and yeah, it is also going to take the dash action. So stop zooming in and out. My only complaint with Roll20 is that sometimes it gets a little irritating. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I found the setting to get rid of the avatar pictures on the main screen, and
yeah.
dude, I need to see so much more.
Okay. And then the werebore that you had pegged previously is going to run up to you. And I think it's either gonna, ooh, yeah, it has charge. I forgot about that. So it has, if it moves at least 15 feet of movement, and attacks with its tusks. Okay, so it has to hit you with the tusks first. All right. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay. So you see it just on all fours, just and then just try to tusk you, and you just kind of dodge out of the way as it, comes to skidding to a halt and just, huffing and huffing in front of you. Um, we move back to the Rakshasas, and he is actually. You'll see the ice drain out of one of his hands, and you'll see him kind of snap as he casts Bane on you, Merhoy, and Johanna. Yeah, and I think it just takes effect. Yeah, whenever a target that fails
Are we
saving
all
throw.
within 30 feet?
Oh shit! I guess that's a good point. Yeah, you
I'm
aren't.
not.
Yeah, nobody is.
No
Oh,
one is.
okay. Well, I thought it would had longer range than that. I guess not.
No. I mean, you could move and definitely hit both of them, or maybe like us two. Yeah, if you move between us, you could, or them, but not all three.
Mm, yeah. No, he's definitely just. Yeah, actually, he'll do that. He'll kind of float over here, still hovering, and just to make sure. Oh no,
Beautiful.
can't can't.
Oh, yeah,
can't.
one more square.
One more square, I guess. Yeah, there we go.
30 and
Okay.
25.
Okay, and he'll cast Bane on both of you, you and Johanna. So make a Charisma saving throw, and you have to beat an 18.
I got half of that.
You got half of it. But Johanna, on the other hand, hell yeah. Okay, so Johanna
Oh, hell yeah.
Johanna's able to kind of shrug off the necrotic energies that he's kind of thrown out at you, and so whenever a target that fails saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before something, they must take a d4 and subtract it. So I'll be sure to roll the d4s for you. Just don't let me forget, I guess.
All right.
And then
I will.
he'll do another firebolt at Merhoy. Boop. Good old normal roll. Yeah, that'll fucking hit. Jeez.
Jesus,
Yeah,
fuck.
okay, 17.
19 plus 10. God.
Ow. You'll just see Merhoy be like, ow! Okay. Um,
Jesus.
and that'll put us at your turn.
All right. Um, I look this boar in the eyes and then just good old swing. Oh, wait. Let me try doing this again. See if it will. Okay, yeah. That. That. I don't think it'll do the math. That's fine. And then just swing my axe right at its chest. Oh.
That's not gonna do it. I'm sorry.
No, it's a nat 1 plus 8, so. This one with Great Weapon.
And that will
So 8,
just
I mean 12.
that'll just hit.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So roll for damage. Got me shitting me. Okay, so
Oof.
that's 8 damage.
It's 8 damage total.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Um.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I should have done that. It's too late. I'll do it next turn.
Okay.
That'll be a fun idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Um, you'll see as you kind of like swing at this were boar that the kind of this bluish.
Oh, and I need to take my Bane D4.
Yes. And we'll not worry about it right now. Um,
Okay.
you'll see the silver kind of bluish field over this werebore. You definitely can tell that it's pretty much a shield of faith, giving it a little bit of extra toughness as you're able as your axe kind of bites into it. Are you able to? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're just baned right now. Okay. Johanna will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Start getting closer to you, and she's going to toll the bells on the other imp, which is a DC 16. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Jeez. Oh, wait, no, that's right. It's supposed to be the first one. Yeah, so, I mean, that's still enough to kill it. Let me roll real fast. It is what was it, a con? Wisdom save. Not very wise. Nope. Okay. As you'll just see you'll hear another kind of angelic bell ring out from Johanna, smack into that imp, deleting it. As you'll hear Johanna just kind of run up and you be like, Slyrek, I'm almost to you. Um, this imp is going to run over behind Merhoy and try to poke him in the butt. Give him a good old butt poking. It's not good.
Oh, but okay. Oh,
And that will not hit, as you see Merhoy just kind of reflexively just run his shield behind him and deflect the sting. This imp is going to run in front of Merhoy and he will have advantage on this one. And that will still not hit. Is Merhoy is also currently infused by what looks to be a proper shield of faith by the silver flame. Uh, you'll see him make another prayer symbol and then release this like circle of radiant energy around him in the terms of Word of Radiance. So it's a DC Constitution save. Fail and save. Damn. All right. So you'll see this one right here behind him get deleted. It is engulfed by this radiance, and then the other imp is able to basically withstand the holy damage. And we go back to the werewolf. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, he's going to get behind Merhoy. Um, one with its bite, one with its claws. Okay, so bite does not hit, and claws does not hit. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Okay, he had advantage. I forgot. Okay, but as you see him try to like get behind Merhoy, Merhoy is able to deflect all of these attacks with his shield. And we move over to the werebore, and the werebore is going to continue to attack you, Slyrak. Werebore makes 2 attacks. One. Okay, so it's going to try to tusk you again, but this time it's not charging. Does a 10 hit?
no, sirree.
Then a 23 to hit, so you'll take 10 bludgeoning damage as he tries to tusk you and then just kind of bashes on your chest with these, like, these animal like fists. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll move us back over to Kareth Azul, the Rakshasa whose name you don't actually know yet. He'll just kind of float over
Yeah, I was
back
gonna say. Oh,
to the center. And let's see here. Boop, boop. Oh, geez. Okay. He's going to yeet a ray of frost at Johanna and miss, but then he yeets a 29 on a firebolt at you.
I get yielded.
And that is 4 fire damage as he rolled like
Oh,
garbage.
thank God.
And then we move back to you.
All right, so I don't know if it'll still work because he moved, but my original train of thought was, well, what I'll do now is I would run over here and then I'd use my 30 feet to teleport up onto him. But since he's in the air and he's now 25 feet away, I don't know if that 30 feet would work. Because originally I'd get underneath him and then teleport up onto him.
Hmm.
So I think he's too far now.
I mean, and again, just kind of echoing what the Warforged told you. Like, he is currently shielded by something. And you know that according to what the Warforged told you,
That's right.
the cores would break that shield.
Are these things the cores?
No, the looking at the wares, the werebore and the werewolf that are currently attacking both of the group of
I'd
you.
pick up that they would be the cores, and that's the magic emanating from them. It's the energy
Exactly,
from the core.
exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Then I am just going to. Um, I'm just gonna swing him. Yeah. Cool. No
Yes,
great weapon master.
that
That'll
hits.
be 21 to hit, even with the 4. Yeah, so that's good. And then good old 5 plus 12
12. Okay,
damage, and then I swing again. Oof.
that'll still hit.
Even if there's a -4.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
th-
because it was 12 earlier.
yes. I hate to do this to you,
Well,
but
it's a D4, so you can roll it. Fuck.
yeah. So, do you still want to take Great Weapon Master?
I mean, if no, I did not do great weapon on that one,
Okay. It's
so I
just
just missed.
so what? Did you roll a 17?
Yeah. So normally, how I have to calculate with this is I just do -5 from the roll.
Okay.
So it would be a 17 minus the 4, so that'd be 13. So the 13 hit.
13 hits.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Then yeah, rolled for damage again, and he got a good old 13 points of damage.
Okay. That puts him bloodied? Question mark? No, I don't think he's quite bloodied yet. Oh no, yeah, he's bloodied.
Okay.
Yeah, that puts him bloodied as you see him just kind of on all fours. Just um, and that's gonna.
Is this um is this area like a ledge?
It's 20 feet down.
That's enough for damage.
It is.
Um, then I want to move like right here. Can I get underneath that? Is that the thing I can move
Yeah,
onto?
it's like a pipe above you. You should be fine.
Okay, cool. I want to try to shove him. I want to push him.
I think. Well, shoving is an action though, right?
Oh, damn it. I'm thinking
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
In
Is
Baldur's
it a
Gate,
bonus action?
in Baldur's Gate, I think it might be a bonus action, but I think in 5e,
Well, let me check. Yeah, you are 100% correct. It is a action.
yeah,
Then I will just stand here, um, just slightly shifting my position.
yeah, okay. Um, so then we move back to Johanna. Uh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to give her advantage because it's close enough to align.
Yeah, it's a slightly skew. I wouldn't be able to
um,
break my neck and see both.
so, never. Hold on. I think I can mess with this. Yeah, okay, cool. Swing for a 22. So that's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage plus 2d8 plus 1 plus 16 radiant damage. So that's 23 total damage. Okay.
Jeez.
And then she's going to swing again because paladins also get an extra attack level 5. That is also going to hit. Okay. You'll see her, kind of get behind this creature that's currently engaged with you, and then, as it kind of like is thrown off guard by her getting behind it, she like smacks the flail across its back, and you see it like, "Arr!" And like its back kind of recoils away before she winds up again and just crushes its skull in, and it lies on the
Jesus.
ground dying, and then begins to disintegrate. Whoop, whoop. And you see a much smaller version of the same kind of core that you brought here get left on the ground. Right about there. Yeah. Do you see
Okay.
that?
Yes, I see
Okay.
the circle.
Okay. And she'll just kind of look at you knowingly and give you a nod. And then we'll move back over to Moroi. This imp is with advantage. Going to try and give him a good old poke. And that's going to hit. Oh boy. That's a lot of damage.
Oh boy.
Okay, so 8, 25 points of damage. And then Merhoy needs to make a con save and succeeds. But I need to. Oh, yep, he is bloodied.
Oh shit.
I hate that. Okay, it moves to his turn, Merhoy's turn. Spells. There we go. Let's see here. It's 4d4 plus 4. Okay. He's going to pop out a greater healing potion, but he's going to not take time drinking it. He's just going to chug it, and we'll see how much HP he gets. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been better. As he is still bloodied. And then, yeah, he's just going to do the same thing he did earlier, and Word of Radiance. So a DC 16 Constitution save. It saves. The imp saves. Hate that. The werewolf. Con save, please fail. It failed. Yeah. Ooh, no. Okay, and takes 10 points of radiant damage. Okay. All right, and then the werewolf will take a turn. And let's see here. It was bite. Does not miss, does not hit, and claws, which does not hit. All right. You
Good
see
job.
Merhoy kind of reeling from the sting, pop a potion, and then kind of gets back in the fight doggedly as we move back to the Rakshasha. And you'll see him kind of snap again, and you see the Warforged cylinder that the Warboar came out of start to kind of whirl up again, and nothing pops up right now, but you get the feeling that something is about to pop out of it. As it is your turn.
Um, would it be what type of action would it be to throw this thing into the forge?
So you have two options. You can either take a full action and basically like take careful aim to throw this thing at the forge and not miss, or you can take a bonus action and make a dexterity saving, an acrobatic slash dexterity check.
Um, yeah, I'll just use a normal action to carefully throw it in there.
Okay. So you kind of pick it up and just, with a berserker's grace, just yeet it into the forge. And as the core, excuse me, clash smashes into the forge, You once again see the energies that were, innately inside of this core dissipate, swirling around the forge and then entering inside of it. And immediately you can kind of see it begin to glow brighter as it is still not unleashed and still bound by this necrotic dust and webs, but it's wanting to break free. What else do you do?
I will use my bonus action to teleport 30 feet over here. And then I will use my movement to, that's 35 feet, then one block over. Run right here. Try to get up to Marhoy and help him out.
Okay.
And end it in my turn.
Okay. Uh, Johanna's just going to be like, I just got here. And she's going to take the dash action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60. Let's see here. Yeah, that's right. She told the dead that fucking imp that refuses to die. Ah, damn it. I should have done that. Oh well. Yeah, she's going to toll the dead the imp. Yep, so this will kill it. Yeah, well, if it fails the wisdom save. It fails it and dies. Love to see it. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
She's basically like a spellcasting paladin that I found was like a really decent like support spellcasting build, and she's just been. It's a really good build. I've come to find.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
You're tanky. You got a lot of versatility. It sounds like a good build.
And then Merhoy is going to take his turn. Yes, I know. It's almost bedtime. I'm going as fast as I can. Spells. Are you good to playing a little bit past 10? Or no, I guess it's 9 your time?
It's only 8 my time, man.
It's only, sorry, I mean, are you good the rest of the night? Or
Yeah, we're good.
okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I was gonna play some Power World with my buddy, but he's super chill. We can
Okay.
play later.
We're going to do Scorching Ray at level 2. 2d6 fire damage. Huh. Doesn't do that one for some reason. It's plus 8. So 2d20s plus 8. Ugh. Wait, what? Oh, so it's a 21 and a 17. Those both hit. So that's 4d6 fire damage.
Wow.
Ugh. Okay. And that's going to put it at 36. Ooh, wow, I forgot how low its AC is. Okay. And then the werewolf will take his turn again. But this time he does not have advantage. So bite, misses, claw, misses. And that'll end its turn. At the top of the turn order, you will once again see another wereboar. Why did I delete that? Am I dumb? Goodness gracious. Just making this hard on myself. Where did it go? There you are. Another wereboar will pop up and kind of crawl out of the vat or the
Do
cylinder.
I see like the same kind of energy rating from that one?
Yes, you do. 11,
That.
so 13. Okay. And then the Rakshasha, seeing Marhoy a little damaged, is going to shoot a firebolt at him, and then a ray of frost at you. So firebolt, ray of frost. The firebolt barely misses. Jesus. Um, Rahoy is just taking it today. And does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. That'll put us at your turn.
All right. I tell. Damn it. I tell them to. Yeah, as an. I don't know, I'll just tell them, don't kill this one until I have the other one bloodied. And then I will use my movement to run 40 feet over here. Yeah. Wait. Hello. There. And then I use my bonus action, teleport 30 feet over here. Oh boy. And then would telling them that be an action or a free
No,
action?
that's a free action.
Cool. All right, then I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at this one right here
You could
next to me.
you could ready an action.
Yeah, he's probably gonna run up to
You
me. So
you
yeah,
you, you know
I'll
what it's about
ready
to do.
my. Yeah, you're right. It's gonna fucking charge me. Um, I will ready my axe.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to roll initiative for him. Initiative. Okay, perfect. Okay. So Johanna will go ahead and take her turn and kind of see her partner bleeding a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's going to continue to toll the dead. Excuse me. Okay. Ooh, this one could hurt. It's a wisdom save. Yep.
Please be stupid today.
Yep, that one hurt.
Hell yeah.
As you see it become bloodied. Yep, and that's going to end its turn. Okay. The werebore is going to charge you if you want to go ahead and make an attack roll.
This one, when I say will have great weapon,
Oh,
that's -5. Damn, 9 misses.
yes, a 9 will miss. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, and then take 19 points of slashing damage.
What did you roll?
He rolled a nat 20.
God damn it. Using Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution.
All right,
Okay.
dirty 20 for that. And you said 19 points, so I'll do 8. Because it's physical, right? There's no magic attached to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's just a physical slashing damage. And then take
All right.
another 10 points of slashing damage as it kind of gores you with its tusks, and then make a strength saving throw as it tries to knock you prone.
Uh,
Yep, okay.
well, yep.
But wait, since you're raging, right, you get advantage, right? Yeah, so you're good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just so we're clear. Okay, so that will end its turn. There we go. As we move over to Merhoy. Why did the werewolf move? Question mark? That's weird. Things keep moving, and I'm not sure why.
They're getting a mind of their own.
I guess. Um, the werewolf is once again just going to bite. Oh, that hits. 8 piercing damage. 17. And then he has to make a con save or get cursed with lycanthropy.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
What a
that
terrible curse.
yeah, that's what you were saving for, by the way.
I guess it depends on the type of lycanthropy.
Okay. And then it's going to claw him. That will miss. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. I definitely took its turn before. It was Merhoy's turn, not its turn. I'm an idiot. Wait, 25.
Well, we'll just see if Morhoy will kill him, then you can take
Yes,
back the damage, I guess.
that would be good. We're gonna Burning Hands it up. 3d6, spell save DC, dexterity saving throw. Dex? That's a failure. Uh-oh, it might kill it before you manage to get the bloody it, sorry.
Yeah, worth it. I
3d6
still have
plus.
a couple turns before that one
Nope.
comes back.
Okay. So yeah, it is definitely not feeling too good. Um, and so let's see here, Merhoy, do you have any bonus actions I can use? No, you do not. Oh shit, I totally forgot I gave him Sentinel Shield. uh,
No, no.
Sentinel Shield gives him advantage on initiative checks. Oh well. But as the werewolf is about to bite into him with a nasty looking critical hit, Merhoy is in fact going to do Radiance of the Dawn. Or is it Radiance of the Dawn? Yeah, Radiance of the Dawn. And basically impose disadvantage on him. Or no, not Radiance of the Dawn, Warding Flare. Warding Flare. Which gives the werewolf disadvantage. So please don't crit. Wow. Did I just crit myself like twice in a row? Man. Okay, well that hits, but for 16 points of damage. And okay. And then he's going to claw him. Wait, no, claw. Still misses. Okay. So Merhoy continually to brush with death. Werebore. Karathazul is going to kind of look at you, Slyrak, and he's just going to blast you. Boop, 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 boop. 19 and
Yep.
17. Yeah, okay.
Mm,
Oh, what? I thought I had it. There we go. So 16 fire damage and 8 cold
24
damage.
damage. That's a lot of damage. Yeesh. Okay. I'm not bloodied, but I'm definitely looking a little rough.
Um, you still have some potions, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Okay. That'll put us at your turn.
All right. Um, and what did we agree on for using a potion as a bonus action?
You have
I
to,
don't take the
so
full, I have to roll for it.
yeah, you have to, if you take it as a full action, you get the full healing effect. But if you take it as a bonus action, you roll to see how much you get in your mouth,
All
essentially.
right. We're going to roll. I have a greater healing. 4d4 plus 4.
Gross.
Okay, not great. So
That was
plus 11.
plus 11.
It's something.
It is something.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna attack this little bastard with a great weapon enabled in mind. Yeah, I'll say in mind. That's better. Okay.
Don't forget you can swing recklessly, by the
So
way. Oh, well, you didn't need it that time.
I forgot I could do recklessly this entire time. I'm so out of touch. Oh, I'd always been reckless. But yeah, that definitely hits him.
That definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
So it's gonna be 20 damage.
20 damage. Jeez. Okay.
All right, and then my
And
second attack. Oh, is he?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Second attack, reckless. I think I can do. I think I can go up here and hit advantage. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that minus the 5. Yeah. 30, 20 to hit.
Um, yeah, no. Bane would not be able to
Yeah.
affect that, so I'm going to roll it anyway for lulz, but go ahead and roll damage.
12, 20, 24.
24 damage. Jeez, okay. All right, and it is bloodied.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
All right. Yeah,
seeing
that's it.
okay, seeing as it's bloodied, Johanna's going to move in for the kill and swing with advantage. Yep, that hits. Okay. And then one more time. Whew, just barely hitting. Okay. And that will bring it down as you will kind of see the core drop off in the distance. But Johanna will kind of step over it to Morhoy and lay on hands him for a whole lot of HP as he needs it.
Good. Yeah.
23 will put him at 40, right? Yeah, okay. 23, 13. Okay. Okay. 40. There we go. Okay. And that will end her turn. And then the werebore is going to tusk you for okay, 10 slashing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
You save. All right, you save. And then it's going to maul you for 7 bludgeoning damage. And technically, it had advantage on those, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, 16, you said? Okay, cool. You are still good.
Well, oh yeah, it's also for saving throws. That's right, not only
Yeah.
attacks.
Okay.
Jeez. And how
And
long does
then
Bane last? Is
it,
it concentration or what?
it's concentration for up to a minute, so it still has about 6 rounds left.
Good God.
Okay. But with that, Merhoy will pick up the core, and you'll see him kind of focus, and you'll see like him just kind of like turn around and just like discus throw, turn around twice, and just yeet it at the forge, and you'll see it bing crash into it with energies continuing to seep into the forge. You get the you're looking at it, the webs and the dust covering it can barely hold on as the energy seems to be coming to a climax. And the Rakshasha kind of looks over at the forge, and you see his brow kind of furrow. Um, he will once again kind of look at Johanna and Merhoy and snap, and the forge cylinder over to the west will begin bubbling again and churning. That'll put us at your turn.
Advantage or recklessly, I should say.
Recklessly, okay.
Oh, I forgot to hit the button, so I'll just roll twice.
Yep.
Okay, so a 12 to hit.
Oh wait, crap. Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Wherebore. There we go. That is just gonna hit as Bane kicks in and causes it to miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This next one will still be reckless, but no great weapon.
Is that
Yeah.
is that werebore moving around for you?
Let's see.
Okay. I'm going to
No.
reload my game. Sorry. Go ahead and keep rolling.
Okay.
It'll pop back up.
Actually, yes, advantage.
Okay.
I mean, yes, great weapon. Um, 30, 20.
30,
Oh, wait. No, 30, 15.
30,
So, yeah,
15.
just 15.
Okay. That'll definitely hit.
All right. Sick. 14 plus 2 can be 16, 26.
26. Jeez. Okay. This thing is fucked up and bleeding out in front of you, but not quite released from this
Oh,
mortal
fuck.
coil yet.
Um, and then as a bonus action again, I'm going to drink a. Wait, no, I only have one greater healing, so that's gone. I will drink a normal potion of healing.
Hmm.
2d4 plus 2. All right, so I get 8 points back. All right, and my turn's done.
Okay. Let me zoom out, and I got to get all my characters back. Ooh, there we go. And it is a Johanna's turn. And she looks at Merhoy knowingly, and then is going to once again run off to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dash. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. And then the werebore, not looking too hot, is going to tusk you. Uh-oh.
With
Don't.
advantage.
Both miss. And then attempt to maul you. Wow, goodness. 13?
It misses.
Jeez. All right, that's
Hell
probably
yeah.
the worst I've rolled. Okay, and that'll end its turn. And Merhoy is going to 10, 15, 20, 25. And let me take a look at a spell I have for him. Wall of Fire. Yeah, 120 feet. Okay, so that's plenty of range. 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Okay. And you're just going to see him light this on fire. Just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Wait, is it a wall of fire? Yeah, it's got to be. Okay, okay. 50, 60. Okay. Can I get rid of this? Okay, nope, it won't let me. Well, anyway, minus that one horizontal line just basically makes a gigantic wall of fire come down from the cylinder. Okay, or a ringed wall. Okay. Creatures in this area must. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and then he is going to bonus action healing word. Yeah. Jeez. Forgot how little it was. Yeah, so D4 plus 4. Nice, okay. And he will heal himself for an additional 8 points of damage. Okay. Top of the turn order. A. Oh, man. Werewolf will crawl out of the vat and take fire damage.
God damn it.
Werewolf. 58 and 13. Oh, 14. Okay. All right. And then dex check. Bam. Fucking saves like a bitch. 5d8 divided by 2. 15 points of fire damage as it kind of crawls out. So that's 38. Okay. And that will end its turn as it kind of spawns in, and we'll take kind of move out through the fire.
Wait, would it take more damage moving through?
It already took damage at the start, but it will take more damage at the beginning of its next turn. Is the thing.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Okay. And then the Rakshasha is going to. So Merhoy, it misses. Johanna, though, takes a Ray of Frost to the back. It takes 2 points of damage. Okay. And that'll put us at your turn.
Alright. Gonna attack recklessly. No great weapon on him. 25 to hit.
Wow, that hits.
Yeah, one didn't even need reckless. Cool. And we're gonna do good old 17 points of damage.
Yep. That will kill it as you decapitate it and it dissolves into the core. I will allow you to take your second attack action to throw the ball.
Cool. I yeet.
Yep. So the ball crashes into it and the energy feeds it, and then it begins to billow, and you just hear this, the sound of like a kettle beginning just building pitch as you see the Rakshasha kind of turn to it. Not again! And is the forge just a wave of silver flame bathes the entire area. It destroys the shield on the Rakshasha, who hits the ground. And that's going to be 2d6 falling damage. So 7 points of falling damage. Give me 1 second. And what's his ACs? Okay. All right, so as he falls to the ground prone, and then the werewolf is going to take 5d8 damage because I felt like
Oh
it.
my god. Because fuck this werewolf.
6, okay. And it is now bloodied. As you see it just kind of like whimpering in the corner after being blasted by this wave. You, Merhoy, and Johanna, you feel kind of the lingering effects of fighting these were creatures and the were curse, in the wounds inside of you. And while it hasn't taken effect on you, you can still kind of feel it, trying to wiggle its way into you. And as the flame burns over you, you immediately feel that kind of curse burn away. And everybody heals for 4 points of damage.
Sick. I'm going to use my movement to run over here, and then
Mhm.
my bonus action to teleport here.
Okay. Just right on top of.
And if it won't let me select my guy.
Roll 20 might be bugging out. You might just need to re-roll. But I'll go ahead and move them for you.
Cool. I refresh.
Yeah.
And I look over at the werewolf and just think, it's a cruel world to be born to not only fire, but holy wave after that.
um, as the Rakshasha kind of hits the ground and he's struggling to get up, you'll hear him just kind of sputtering and hissing as you'll hear him just like immediately kind of just clap really loudly, and you will once again see the two cylinders kind of begin to flare up as it seems that the forge itself hasn't quite the power hasn't quite taken back over the cylinders, and something begins to crawl out of them.
Okay. Um. Okay.
All right, and that'll put us at Johanna, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Johanna, seeing the initiative that you've taken, will also kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 begin to run over to you, and she's going to toll the dead that asshole. Oh wait, that's right. He doesn't take damage from physical attacks, from magic attacks, because he's a full-on Rakshasa. So she's actually just going to, because she would know this, dash action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I was
30.
gonna say no physical. I'm
Uh,
fucked.
yeah, he is immune to any spells below 6th level.
Oof.
Yeah,
What a
Rakshasas
good
are
boy.
can be nasty, and you can, yeah. Um, okay, she is just short of the Rakshasa. As you can kind of see, her flail is just beginning to like light up from her getting ready to smite. Uh, this guy is dead. Oh, I didn't add him to the turn order. Okay, that's embarrassing. Oh, and he critted. Okay, well he's going to take his turn and die in a bunch of fire. So, because that's just how we roll. Or not, because Rahoy rolled
He
like
rolled
straight
so
garbage.
good.
um,
Jesus, man.
but it has to succeed the dex save, which it does. Okay, love that.
Son of
Okay. So yeah, it is barely clinging on to life, as it is going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 run over to Rahoy and is going to make some attacks. The bite hits. Nope, not spear.
a We're
Claws do not. So thankfully, Merhoy's doing a little better. And, oh wait, no, it would have been 44. 44 minus 4, so 40. Okay. And then he has to make another con save, or turn it, or he will be cursed with lycanthropy. Oh wait, no. We'll do it just for the sake of it, but it wouldn't be. It's not a big deal if he does fail. Yeah. Okay. So he fails, but we'll see how that plays out later. Um,
Given the wave of refreshing energy from
yeah.
Forge.
So um, top of the turn order again. You will see two were-tigers crawl out of these vats, much angrier and bigger looking. And I need to roll for initiative. Oh, geez, they rolled really good. Or he rolled really good. And he did not. Oh, no. What did it do to Slyrak? Why does it keep doing this? There we go. Okay. The Rakshasa will spend half of his movement speed to stand up. And then just kind of looking at seeing you and Johanna kind of closing in on him. He's just gonna cast Fireball right on top of himself.
What an asshole.
And he takes
Oh shit.
no damage from it because he's immune to
Oh
magic.
my gosh. I am in danger.
So go ahead and make a dex save. As Johanna also makes a dex save.
Heart of the dice.
Oh, and she
Please.
does not. She
Oh,
does
thank
not.
God. 20. Dirty 20.
She is immediately bloodied after kind of emerging out of this fireball. So go ahead and take half of 33. And that will end his turn as he doesn't want to take an attack of opportunity. It is your turn now, Slyrak.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm going to swing recklessly with my axe. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
One was a one. Okay.
and he would have lost concentration, by the way. So you're not baned right now.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay. So, that's 5, 16 to hit.
16 damage or 16 to hit? 16 hit
To
hits.
hit.
Just hits?
Okay.
Oof, yeah, 16 just hits.
Oh God. Good to know. Okay. And then for
Oh, that's
damage, it's
right.
going to be
I forgot, she has a +5 because Johanna has a fucking aura of protection. Hold on. Uh,
okay.
a, equal to your charisma modifier, so it's +4. What did she roll? She rolled a 19. She saved.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
So that puts her. Okay. She's still bloodied, but not in danger anymore. Or, well, I guess a little bit of danger. Okay. Sorry for interrupting you. How much damage did you do?
I'm no, you're good. I'm also bloody. Good old 25.
25. Ooh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Oh, what kind of damage is it? Slashing?
Um, just it would be slashing,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. What was I thinking? That's what I was thinking. You did 13 total damage. How much total damage? Sorry.
25.
25.
Because 2
So
from rage, 10 from
67.
great weapon.
Okay. Yeah. So you slash into him, and you can see that it definitely hits a lot, does a decent chunk of damage. Excuse me.
All right. And then for my second attack, um, fuck it. We're just gonna roll recklessly again. I mean, with great weapon master. Okay, 21 to hit.
That hits.
So it hits. And for damage, 2,
Gross.
10, 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. That's a
And then for
lot
my
of
bonus action, I'm
damage.
going to drink my potion. Just normal healing potion.
Okay.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Didn't roll. Roll again. Oh, I did roll. It
And
rolled 7 twice. Wow.
it
Okay,
really did.
perfect. So 9.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
All right.
okay.
That's it, folks.
Okay. Um, gonna roll the good old bite attack. Come on, come on, come on. Just misses. Just misses. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, he's going to start running towards his master and take a attack of opportunity from Merhoy. Oh, and Merhoy's going to miss. You hate to see it. Okay. 5,
Rahoy
10,
is not
15,
hit.
20, 25, 30, 30, 40. Okay. And then, oh, right, the were tigers. I forgot about them. He's
Well,
going to take.
the fire did not forget about him.
The fire did not. So he makes a dex check and fails. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fire damage.
Hell yeah.
5d8 plus 1. Yeah, 24 fire damage. It's 96. And then he is going to take the dash action. 5, 10. Oh no, I just grabbed the fire wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. As you see them just kind of making this rush towards their master, it is going to be Johanna's turn. Johanna's going to move up into the Rakshas's face. Uh, Oh no, that's not what I meant to hit. She is going to turn the tide again and heal you and her for a d6 plus 4. Nice. So heal up for 10 points of damage. And then she's going to do what paladins do and start smiting a bitch.
Oh shit! This is
And it's going to be
smiting.
a level 2 smite,
Ooh.
which means that it's going to be like 4d8 radiant damage. But she has to hit first. So, flail, 24 hits. Okay, so 4 points of bludgeoning damage. But more importantly, 17 smite radiant damage. That's 26. Jeez, okay. And then she's going to do it again. That'll hit.
God dang.
Whew.
Oh, that is not a good smite.
Okay.
Oh.
And that will end her turn as Merhoy, once again, kind of seeing an opportunity. Let's take a look at his spells here real fast. No, I don't want him while firing, y'all. Yeah, no, he's just going to do that thing and fireball that werewolf and weretiger. The werewolf immediately disintegrates into nothing, leaving a core behind. And then the weretiger succeeds. Hate to see it. How much? 86. Jeez, I forgot how many it was. 86. Bam. 27 divided by 2, 13. Okay. And he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Start moving towards the core. Is this weretiger is going to take the dash action and pretty much run over here. Kareth Al-Zul, the Rakshasa, breathing heavily, bleeding heavily, is going to once again look at you and Johanna, and just in a rage, you're just going to see him kind of like "Rah!" throwing his hands up in the air and do black tentacles. So you need to make
Oh,
a
that's
dexterity save. Add a 4 to whatever you roll because you're in the aura of protection from Johanna. Is a bunch of okay. You save. For the duration of these tentacles, and you are currently in difficult terrain. Basically, these tentacles are trying to grab you as you kind of just duck out of the way. Johanna needs to
awesome.
roll. Dexterity plus 4. Oh, so it's a 19. I'm going to take the left one. And she rolls a 19 and also manages to kind of dodge out of these little
Ooh.
grabby hands. For the duration, Nicholas' turn. When a creature enters the effect for the first time or starts to turn there. Yeah. A creature that starts to turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes bludgeoning damage. Yeah, okay, so it just doesn't work if y'all both dodge out of the way. And
Oh, sick.
that's gonna put it at your turn.
All right, you already know what's coming.
Give it to him.
What the hell is super advantage?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna roll it really quick, just
Okay,
a random
go
dice
for
roll.
it.
It's 3 dice.
It's three
It's
die.
three
Okay,
dice.
yeah, that is
How
not
do
a
you
thing. I'm
even
sorry to
get
say.
super advantage
You don't. You
though?
don't. It's just some goofy thing that Roll20 has.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The actual roll. Thank God. 22 to hit,
That
and then it's gonna
hits.
be a good old. Ooh. 18 damage,
Yep.
and then unless nothing crazy happens, the second attack.
Go ahead.
Holy dice man. Ooh, nat 20.
Go ahead and roll
So
damage.
nat 20. I roll damage. It's two damage dice, right?
It's the damage die either twice over or double whatever you roll, basically. Roll 20 defaults to
Let's
rolling the
see.
damage die twice, and then you add your modifiers separately.
Okay, I'll just do. Can I do this? Okay, I'll just double it. Okay, so that's 12. So 24 plus my 2 from rage,
6.
26 plus great weapon is 36.
Yeah, okay. So you bring your axe up, and as he's kind of like just finished casting the spell, you do kind of a rotation and bring it into his spine, and it crashes into it, and you immediately see blood splurt out, followed by the seeping of what you can only imagine is some kind of infernal energy as he begins to scream and fall to his knees. And then finally, you once again wind up to swing and just full on Highlander, just whoosh, beheading him in front of the silver forge. His head flies through the air and falls into the turbulent silver energies in the silver forge, and his body falls limp to the ground. As you see Merhoy kind of pick up the last core and just chuck it at the forge again. The forge explodes in another radiant, just fire and energy released out, and you feel this rumbling as you see the cylinders where these creatures were crawling out of also begin to fill with silver flame energies and are the bubbling necrotic goo is burned away, and the two were tigers that were charging you and Johanna are just destroyed by the wave of flame, and then it's just nothing but white as you continue to feel the entire area vibrating, and then finally begins to calm and slow. And as you kind of like, you're on your knees almost, you finally kind of catch yourself with your axe and stand back up. You once again, not once again, but you see out of the forge steps the most beautiful warforged you can possibly have ever seen. It's not made of any kind of metal or wood like normal warforged are. It's made of a kind of porcelain. Oh, oh, come on, get over there. Oh goodness, where'd she go? Um, and the porcelain is this black and white with like these fish, kind of koi. Come on, get over there. There she is. These koi patterns as she kind of steps out of the forge and then floats down in front of where the Rakshasa was sitting. You see her stand on top of it, and there's no sign of left of this Rakshasa as he has just disintegrated into nothingness. And she looks at you and then at Johanna and Merhoy as Merhoy kind of makes his way up to the platform. Thank you for ridding us of the curse of dust. We sentinels have been here for thousands of years waiting to be found. And when we were found, it was by a people that seemed to hate the silver flame. And they bound me and prevented me from doing anything other than forge them weapons. This was 12 years ago. What has happened? And you'll see Johanna and Merhoy kind of just exchange looks and be like, oh, that's a long and sordid history that will take a bit to explain. And Johanna would be like, just know that they were twisted and didn't mean to be attacking you like they were. And whatever that Rakshasa did to them only made it worse. And the Forge Keeper will kind of look at them, and you can't really see sadness in the eyes of a Warforged, but in this Sentinel, you do see this tinge of regret in her eyes as she kind of looks down and then looks up. I would have been happy to share with them this town. It's been empty for far too long. It was their company was rather enjoyable at times, but I was not born to be a slave. She kind of looks at you, Slyrak. You have a Siberius crystal shard.
I do. How could you tell?
I can sense it. The forge itself is made of multiple components are made of Siberius, and the forge calls to your shard. I could create a weapon out of it. Is that what you want? I see your
You
prowess in battle, and I could create for you a weapon that you would be hard pressed to replace for the rest of your life.
you would do that for me? That it doesn't take some toll on you?
No. The forge was designed to create weapons for champions such as yourselves, among while also giving birth to sentinels. And she'll kind of like this crystal, this Siberius shard, right? Like you're such a big boy that you kind of like hold it between your two fingers, and you see her kind of reach up and grab it, and she has to like palm the whole thing. She kind of looks up at it. This is a blessed crystal, and I will make a blessed weapon from it. And you'll see her just turn around and yeet the fucking thing at the forge as it crashes into the forge and just shatters the energies against absorbed by it. You once again hear this rumbling as the forge begins to churn and not expire but expel energies and heat. Um, Behind the forge, you'll see this big iron giant hand kind of place itself on the platform, and then another, and then it'll lift itself up, and you'll hear this as you see this revitalized titanic warforged kind of make its way up and look down on you, and also just and again just make this as it's looking at you, Slyrak. And the porcelain warforged will turn around and look at you. I am Ada02. Thank you for bringing Vokelna back home. She'll kind of sweep up and kind of direct her hand towards this titanic warforged. He had been gone for so many centuries. He tells me that he had been defeated in combat, but you and your friends were able to rescue his core, and you brought him here. And for that, the Sentinels of the Binding Flame will always remember you. What is your name, champion?
Slyrak.
Thank you, Slyrak. And at this, you'll see the forge has cooled down and stopped, and from it, you'll see her kind of look through. She'll kind of like turn around, and the ground below her will kind of open up, and this assorted like it's like a toolbox essentially opens up before her. She kind of sifts through it. You're not able to quite see what she's doing before she pulls out this kind of block and then places it under the forge. And the forge immediately expels this bright flame into this block. And then about like she turns to Johanna Merhoy. Uh, Quick, could you go back to these cylinders over here and throw a few more cores into the forge? They'll both kind of just look at each other and nod and run over there. And you'll see them. It's like a 10-minute process where they just kind of like a core will spawn in. They'll pick it up, throw it. Energy will disperse, and they continue this while Ada02 continues to like oversee what's happening in the forge and the mold that's being created. And after about 10 minutes, you see the forge finally, like the light seems to finally dim as it has completed what it was creating. And she reaches into the fold and to the mold and kind of like and then opens it and reaches in, grabbing what looks to be some kind of hammer, and she hands it to you. and I have linked what it is to you in Discord.
Let me open that.
But as she hands it to you, she kind of like, wait, let me show you. And she holds it in two hands and clicks a button. And with the first button, you'll see that the hammer portion recedes in and then pops out a sword blade and it catches on fire. And you see her like turn around and take a few swings with it. And then she turns back to you while it's still aflamed and clicks the second button, and it turns into this battle axe. And it's like the sharpest thing you've ever seen, even sharper than Fellwing. And you see her once again just kind of like take these great swings with it. She presses the third button, and the axes retract, and then it elongates into a spear. And then she also continues to do some twirls and stabs with it. Hits the fourth button, and it turns into a 50-foot long pole. And you see her kind of put it on top. You see her kind of like not put it on the forge and like tries to climb up it halfway, seeing how sturdy it is. As like these horizontal bars, 3 inches long, come out from each side, 1 foot apart, as she's able to essentially climb up the rod. Satisfied with it, she kind of jumps down and then presses the fifth button, and it turns into this big battering ram. Uh, and she just kind of like smacks it against the ground. And you just boom. And then finally, she hits the sixth button, and it turns back into the rod that it was, and kind of holds it in her palm. And you see it like rotate and point directly north. And then she's just like, "It's perfect," and then hands you the rod of silvery might. Oh no, the rod of mercury might, which you are free to rename as you please.
I like Slavic just doesn't know, so he's just like dumbfounded. He's never seen such a weapon like transform and have such multi-purpose. He just like says thank you and says asks if there's anything I can like do to like repay for this weapon.
No, Slarak, you have brought life to this silver forge once again, you and your friends. We owe you an eternal debt, but I think this weapon, this artifice, will serve you well for the rest of your life. But that being said, having listened to the Rakshasha and listened to the souls around me, I do know that there is a great darkness that will be attacking this land soon. And Varkelnaw here has been with you on your journeys and has told me of the Red Hand of Doom and how they worship Tiamat, the daughter of the dragon below. Varkelnaw and I will join you in your battle against the Red Hand of Doom and Brindle. But we still have some time left. If you would, Slyrak, stay here with us and help us prepare. Varkelnaw will need time to readjust to his new body, and I'll need help around the forge if you're willing to lend it.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'll need some training with this weapon as well, so I don't think I'm well suited enough to
Well,
just go into battle yet.
it will require it'll require some maintenance, but we do have a training room. And at this point, Marhoy and Johanna will also kind of walk up. So we don't have any Siberius crystals, but is there anything else the forge could make? And Ada too will kind of turn to them. I'm sorry, but we need some form of material to forge with. And they'll just kind of both look at each other disappointed and be like, well, at least Slyrak earned that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my friends. I couldn't have done it without you.
It's fine. The church, I'm sure, will be quite happy. And, well, I'm sure Fulgrim will be ecstatic that we were able to find the forge and that you were able to get a silver forge flame, a silver forge forged weapon. But I think it would be best if Merhoy and I did return to Brindle and informed Fulgrim of what's happened here. He will want to stop by here before heading back to Brindle, I'm sure. And since the army will be pretty much passing right by here, I would say expect him about a week and a half, 10 days, give or take, Slyrak.
Okay. Well, make preparations for him.
Very well. I'll be, and Merhoy will speak up. I will be sure to send you sending messages every day to ensure that communications are maintained and give you any updates on Steam if we see them.
Okay. Um, I still have your card, or no, you can
Nope,
call directly
that
to
was
me.
that was not my card. That
That's
was
good son.
yeah, that is Kassan.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can use the sending spell.
Yes, I was. That's what I was using
Okay.
in the past. So, as we wrap this up, Merhoy and Johanna take their leave, and you would hear from them soon that they do get to Brindle safely, and that about it's about 5 days later that Steam return from their expeditions to the Ghost Lord successful. Um, and it is also right as you get that message, that sending message from Merhoy, that Fulgrim would stop by the forge and essentially, get a lowdown of everything that's happened from you, Slyrak, and talk to 802 alone about the history of this forge and what's happened in the past. And what is discussed is not revealed to you yet. Um, and then he would eventually walk up to you, after a week and a half has passed, and be like, "So here's the plan, Slyrak. Varkelna will be joining us in the battle against the Red Hand of Doom. I've only brought about 1,000 strong, but they're zealous and capable, and with a Warforged Titan with us, along with the factor that I have brought." And you'll see him kind of like hold up this lantern with a like burning silver flame inside of it. "I think we can win this war in one fell swoop. You will be staying with Varkle now to ensure his safety from ground forces, while he's essentially will be a siege weapon and pelting the enemy with rocks and other long range hard weaponry. 802 informs me that she won't be able to make any kind of bombs, but maybe we could have Brindle make something for Varkle now. But at the very least, he'll be throwing stones, trees, anything that he can in order to slow them down." All right. So unless you have anything else to add, you'll see 802 and Fulgrim and Varkelna essentially kind of leave, and you'll join with them as they make their way to Brindle to join the War Council. And that's where we end tonight's session.
Dang.
Whew. Thank you all for
That was
joining.
that's pretty crazy, man.